What is a soul? Nowadays, they write various shit about it. People mix everything into the concept of the soul, character, memory, emotions, consciousness. I'll tell you a secret. The soul is a portal. It's a portal from the world of God to the world of subtle plane, where a human as a spirit is actually born. And already thanks to this power, besides a spirit, demons of a person also emerge. The soul itself is not a conscious creature. Its purpose is to merge with the spirit and gain its identity. While the spirit attains freedom and new life already in the spiritual world. Another function of this portal, the soul, is that the energy comes through it from the other side, which gives us this very life which we feel. Here's an interesting fact. We do not actually live only thanks to the energy coming to us from food. Have you ever thought about what energies we live on? What kind of gasoline do we live on? And who refuels it? It's for the body that the energy from food is important, although it only partially replenishes the energy spent. As for the mental, subtle plane, the energy from the portal matters there. If there's no light that comes from the soul, then neither the spirit nor the demon would live. That's why demons fight for this light. Moreover, a lot of various leeches stick to a person in order to feed on the remains of that light. And there are also numerous demons from mental plane in people. I mean, a human is multiple. There can be many demons in the field of his consciousness. So, if a person doesn't enter this portal before death and hasn't even moved towards it during his lifetime, how can he find himself in that world where this portal leads to? I mean, to think that after death, any person will simply get into the world of God just because he was relatively good, although he didn't take any steps towards spiritual development. It's the same as thinking that you can go to Japan without leaving your room. But the whole point here is that even when you're in your room, you have your airplane ticket in your hands. It just takes a certain amount of effort to get to your destination, make your way to the airport, and eventually board a plane. So going back to our grandfather Nick, if he didn't go anywhere during his lifetime and wasted his life like a little imp, what will he remain with after his body dies? Who will he become after death? Meanwhile, there are masses of people like our Grandpa Nick who are neither fish or fowl. Let's take you, for instance. Are you sure that heaven awaits you after death? Think about it. Isn't it logical? Where can heaven suddenly appear from after death if you didn't approach it during your life? After all, your life, your point of perception, your inner states, that's your world. Basically, every human lives his own personal world and forms his own reality. What you create in this reality will actually become your future after death. There will be no more sleep, or as some people believe, that after death there is supposedly just a black screen, nothingness, and that's all. This state has yet to be earned. No, after death, if a person hasn't left through the portal of the soul, he stays here in the form of an energy and information clot. While the body simply turns into dust, it decays. Haven't you seen what bodies turn into? Everything is like with any other animal, but what does the mental plane have to do with it? Everything is different with a human at that level. I still don't understand why many people relate everything to the brain. Until today, it hasn't been found where a human is located in the brain, and consciousness hasn't been found where it hides. The spirit hasn't been found there either. Nothing has been found. Thus, a human doesn't die along with his body and brain. He simply transitions into another state. As for the soul, it goes to reincarnation, and along with it, I'll put it this way. Everything good disconnects because the soul is exactly the source of all the best human qualities. I'll repeat it again. It is the soul that reincarnates, but not the human. Therefore, it is wrong to think that previous reincarnations of the soul are also you. No, those are people like you, but they have nothing to do with you. Everyone has only one life.